Hello guys, in this video I will brief you about demolition of building. What is demolition and why it is needed and how it is provided. At introduction part, we all know that every structure is designed for a specific life period. If we are talk about residential building, so there is a limit of 50 years, 80 years, 100 years. If we are talk about bridge, flyovers, so there may be the limit of 150 years, 120 years. So there is a specific period of particular. If we talk about all the structure having individual specific life period, so the existence of the structure after the service life. And if suppose if I am going to construct a residential building, and from day one I write on the paper that the life period of this building is 50 years, and within that 50 years the that is called also service life, the structure will not have a kind of particular problem like collapse. So that is the best use of that structure. It doesn't mean that if you enter in 51 year and it may get collapse, this is not happen, but the service period is the safe limit period. In that particular time period the collapse will not happen automatically unless until earthquake comes or any disaster come. The Building Act usually contain provision that enable local authorities to control demolition work for the protection of public safety, to ensure the adjoining premises and the site are made good on completion of the demolition. The demolition process is done where the land is very price, land having the great price, but the nearby area having no land, and there is only option that we have to demolish the building and to reconstruct another thing on that particular place. Demolition is the process of tearing down and falling down a building after its life period with the help of some equipment or any other method. So demolition is basically the process of tearing down the building. तो बिल्डिंग को गिराने का एक प्रोसेस है, बिल्डिंग को डिमोलिश करने का एक प्रोसेस है विद द हेल्प ऑफ सम इक्विपमेंट, कुछ इक्विपमेंट की हेल्प से, लाइक हैवी मैकेनिकल इक्विपमेंट लाइक जेसीबी, प्रोक्लेन मशीन एट्सेट्रा, और if the structure is very rigid or heavy structure, then explosive can be used to demolish the building, demolish the structure. When explosive are used for this, then demolition process are called implosion. If the explosive are used, the process is called implosion. Step before demolition. The following steps that have to consider before the execution of demolition process. First is surveying. We have to do proper survey, because if the building is not situated in the area where the other building are, or the building scattered from the nearby buildings, so definitely we have to survey of that particular area, that if the demolition process is done with the explosive or mechanical means, so is there any damage in nearby areas or not, that we have to check on prior. Second one is removal of hazardous material. If there are hazardous material or anything that can harm to human and as well as animals, so we have to remove this first and then do that process. Preparation of plan. We have to prepare proper plan of execution of a demolition process by using explosive. And stability report. Stability report we have to generate, because the stability condition is required, that which kind of intensity explosive we have to provide for demolition, so that we can measure by using stability report. Safety measures. Safety measures of both the condition, like if we are going to demolish the building by explosive or mechanical means by mechanical equipment, so in both condition we have to consider the safety measures of humans as well as animals. Method of demolition. There are basically two types of demolition method. First is non-explosive demolition, second one is explosive demolition. The explosive demolition is called as explosion. Non-explosive demolition. It means the demolition of the structure done with some equipment without use of any explosive, like a sledgehammer or JCB or Proclaim machine, etc. Explosive demolition. The basic idea of explosive demolition is quite simple. If we remove the support structure of the building at certain point, the section of the building above the point will fall down on the part of the building below that point. That is the basic idea of explosive demolition. We all know that beam is resting on column, the slab is resting on beam. So if we break that particular connection from a particular point, the structure will get collapse on the same point. It will fall on the same point because of the gravitational force. It will come down. So finally, the type of demolition is depend on the various factors like site condition, type of structure, age of building, height of building, economy, etc. The controlled demolition of the building is necessary to ensure safety is prior. Explosive demolition is preferred method for safely and efficient demolishing the larger structure. Thank you.